My name is Rick Mogan. I'm Senior Director of Process Engineering for a high-tech company here in Colorado.
My name is Steve Afremo, and I'm a Director Level Executive, and I am currently working with Marriott brand hotels.
Mark Dreyer, CEO of a software as a service company.
I've known John first as a friend and then as his client for a number of years. And I can tell you, being in his program and being with some other of his students, that it really works. If you follow what he says, he's telling you the truth and you will find your next position.
I think that once we get to an executive level position, we feel that we can have all the answers and we know exactly what we need to do in our careers or to better our careers. And when I came in with John and speaking with him, I realized that I really had a lot to learn.
I watched the In Transition DVDs and I found that what John was saying in the DVDs had a lot of truth. What made me strong as an executive makes me fairly weak as a job candidate.
If you have less than 350 people in your network who will call you back tomorrow or the next day, you do not have a network.
I think one of the things that came home to me about networking is, and this is really important, the last job that I got came from networking. And I didn't even realize it until I started learning about networking from John Hecker's Development Group.
Networking and how to go about it, what to avoid, and some of the common missteps that people tend to make over and over.
I learned how to build up a professional networking and find people within that network that might be potential employers.
They just don't tell you go out and network, but they tell you here's how to network, here's what you want to do, and they will follow up with you to make sure you're getting out networking and taking advantage of the opportunities you have to network.
But a main reason that you establish your network, especially when you're on your job search, is to leverage your network so that network can help you find what we call the hidden jobs.
Hi, I'm Carol Ann Bartz, President of Wolverine Services.
I'm Brent Oman, and I'm a Director Level Executive.
What I was doing prior to working with Hecker's, I was going nowhere.
While his methods might be a little unconventional, John's tools really do work.
I find that John is very easy to work with. He's very straightforward. Some call it blunt, but I call it very straightforward without wasting any time.
He tells it pretty much straight up like it is. He's not going to stroke you, he's not going to give you, pats on the back. He's just going to give you the facts. He's going to give it to you straight. And I think that, to me, is the way that I want to work with people.
And that's something that I really appreciated, more than I've seen actually with other career coaches, is that he cuts right to the chase. He lets you know what he thinks you're doing right and what he thinks you're doing wrong, and helps you get ideas about what to do instead. So I find that very valuable, and I wouldn't change a thing about that.
Nicole is a unique individual too, and she's certainly highly educated and is very compassionate, is very open, and she really knows her stuff. And she's truthful and she's straight up, a little different than John. John is sort of like, pow, right there, and Nicole is a little more kid gloves kind of approach.
Where a lot of executives do okay in the networking part of things, very few people do well on the interview. Everybody thinks they're a great interviewer, but I can tell you that over the years I've been doing this, I've been able to stump almost everybody in less than 10 minutes.
My name is Ron Yeager, and I'm looking for a C-level position here in Colorado.
I'm Hector Diaz. I'm an IT executive.
I'm David Rosenthal. I'm a CFO level executive.
Here's the reality. Executives tend to be the worst interviewers around. Part of that is that they've interviewed other people and they go in thinking they know how to interview themselves. They're almost always wrong.
I would say the best thing is the interview process. I think a lot of executives in transition, maybe they got their job through promotion, or maybe they got their job a long time ago, they didn't have to do a resume or a bio.
In the interview skills area, I gained the confidence to walk into any interview and know that I can handle any tough questions that might be thrown at.
I'm sure no other people give that level of training, and I know that's going to help me when I'm interviewing for my next position.
John has been terribly helpful in training me on interviewing skills. That's both presentation skills and the ability to think quickly on my feet in an interview situation, and to be concise about the responses that I provide that gives the most valued information to the person asking the question.
One of the things I come to learn about both John and Nicole is they have a wealth of information and contacts.
So the whole Hackers Development team is a very good team to work with. I recommend all of them.
It's caused me to think about things in different ways than I might have before. It's caused me to open some new doors in my own mind and how I might approach my own career transitions. So it's been a very, very good use of time. I would recommend this to anybody.
Seek out John Heckers because he is an individual that is caring, that lets you know how it is, and also really works out for your best interest.